Welcome to From Root to Crown with Rebe, the podcast where we explore the depths of self-understanding and the mysteries of the universe. I'm your guide on this transformative journey. In today's episode, we're going to be doing a gentle breathwork journey to encourage rest so you can continue to resist or do whatever the work is that is most important in your life. Through this, we will be protecting your energy, restoring your energy, all with the goal of helping you lead that more aligned and energetic life. So with this week's episode, I'm going to let you in a little bit on the behind the scenes of how I plan for a breathwork session and what a in real life breathwork session with me looks like. So before every session, I try to tap into the collective and see what everyone needs me to channel through for them. One of the ways that I do that is through pulling some tarot cards. So when I sat down to plan this week's episode, I did just that. And what I pulled was the 5 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. And the message that really comes through here is, if you're watching the video here, you can see these are 2 people who are really struggling. They're out in the snow, but resources are just here. If they only turn the corner, if they just keep going, this warm glow from inside this cathedral building, whatever it is right there. So warmth and perhaps food and shelter is just around the corner if you keep going. Things are tough right now. This card acknowledges that. But there is support around you and closer than perhaps you may think. And with the Knight of Pentacles, this is steady, solid energy. This is slow and steady, gets you the resources that you want. This is, I see the effort that you've been putting in and you're making progress. This is that process that we put into place to harness our hard work. Again, the work that we're doing is going to reap rewards, which then we see here in the Ace of Cups. This is that new beginning. This is bringing in peace and joy with the new beginning. So this is where that theme of rest so that we can do the work that we need to do so that we can keep going and then get our new start all comes from. I love to sit with the 3 cards that I pull for every session and see what speaks to me, see what that theme is, and let that guide the words that I'm going to say and the energy that I am channeling through for you in this session. If you are new to breathwork, I want to do just a little bit of teaching here at the beginning because it's really important for you to understand what this practice is about before you just jump right into it. Breathwork is breathing with intention. Breathing is one of the few things that our body does that is both involuntary and voluntary. In general, we don't think about how we're breathing. We don't realize that perhaps our breath has changed in response to our emotions and how we're feeling and the environment around us. On the other hand, we can consciously control our breath. And so when we breathe with intention and attention on our breath, we can drop even deeper into our centers, our inner knowings, and into that meditative state. Breath work actually changes the oxygen level in your blood and therefore the pH balance of your body. Even though this is going to be a very gentle breathwork session that is going to be safe for everyone to participate in, I am going to ask that if you have recently had surgery, a stroke, a heart attack, any other coronary issues, if you have any issues with your eyes, specifically eye pressure or your retinas, or if you are pregnant, I'm going to ask you to actually skip this breathwork session entirely. You can still use it as a guided meditation. Just allow your breathing to be gentle and normal and natural for you. If you would like to participate and you don't have any of those recent medical situations, then the breath that we're going to be using is called the halo active breath. And it's very simple, but again, done with intention, it can have a very transformative impact on your session. We're going to be breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, trying to make that exhale just a little bit longer than the inhale before it. You can breathe as fast as you'd like or as slow as you'd like. So it can sound like or you get to pick the pace and the intensity of this session. Even following a gentle breathing set of cues, you may experience some physical sensations in your body. Again, we're changing the oxygen levels and pH of your body, and your body wants to return back to homeostasis. So your body is going to send you some signals that if you were asleep and breathing like this and experiencing these things, your body would be like, wake up, let's change how you're breathing. We know that we're doing it with purpose and that what we're experiencing is safe. So these signals from your body are a totally normal and welcome part of breathwork. You may experience tingling around your mouth and lips. You may experience tingling in your fingers or in your toes. You may need to yawn. You may need to cough. You may have a muscle twitch or spasm. It shouldn't be necessarily a cramp, but your body is going to be feeling the shift and the change, and you might have an involuntary response to this, but again, totally normal, totally welcome. You may experience a change in temperature. So your body may get cold or get hot. I recommend having layers available, whether that's a cardigan or a blanket that you want to grab. And because I want you to be in the most relaxed state, I'm going to ask you not to continue listening to this podcast, not to do this breathwork session if you are responsible for watching small people or operating heavy machinery or driving. I want you to be able to lay down in a quiet place where you're not going to be interrupted. I'm not sure exactly how long this is going to be. I'm just going to let the spirit guide me here. I will aim to keep the active breathing portion at around 20-25 minutes. I'll put the exact time in the show notes and let you know there as well. And I will let you know there what the timestamp is where the actual breathing starts. So if you wanted to come back and repeat this again, you can skip all of this beginner stuff. One of the other things that is a welcome and normal part of breathwork is sound. Especially if you're by yourself, I want you to remove any hesitation you might have to including sound in your breathwork session. This can sound like needing to vocalize. Some people scream and rage. Some people want to hum or make some sort of just vibration sound. It can feel really supportive to make those exhales really juicy, not Disney princess size, but a juicy exhale. Make it guttural, make it weird, make it what your body is asking for you to do. Now, I've asked you to find a spot where you can lay down. If you need to move your body, though, while you are breathing, I invite you to listen deeply and honor those cues that your body is giving you over and above anything that I might ask you to do. This includes if I ask you to change your breathing pattern, to hold your breath, to increase the intensity, and you go, nope, that's not for me. Cool. I will celebrate you for listening to yourself over and above anything that I suggest that you do. I can't see you. I don't know. This is your practice. Please make it that. So while you're breathing, if you need to shake your hands, if you want to pull in your hands with your inhale and push out your hands with your exhale, awesome. If you want to bring your feet up while you're laying down and windshield wiper your knees from side to side, that is welcome here as well. Again, shifting, adjusting. If you need to put a blanket on, take a blanket off, move a pillow out from behind your head. I don't want you to have so much, I don't really want you on a couch where your neck is crunched down. I don't want your chin touching your chest. I want you to have a nice long neck so that your esophagus is wide open, your trachea is wide open and not kinked at all, so that the breath can flow easily through your throat. Breathwork is relatively simple. I just want to make sure that you have all of the information that you need before you walk into this so that you have fully consented to this experience. The way that this session is going to work is I am going to guide you through just a little meditation, a body scan, so that you can connect with your body and drop in. Then I will cue you to start the active breathing. At the end, we'll have a little bit of a period of silence where I won't be talking, and I will have cued you to stop your active breathing. This is kind of an integration section where you get to just feel your body settling and coming back to that homeostasis. And then I will gently bring you out of the session. I leave plenty of time at the end, so do not feel rushed at all. And of course, since you are doing this on your own time, if you fall asleep, I love that for you. I'm so thankful that you were able to find such deep rest that you fell asleep listening to me guiding you through breathwork. No worries. Again, you can listen to this as often as you'd like. So I'm going to put all of the end credit stuff right here in case you fall asleep. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe to the podcast. It really does help me bump up in that algorithm on whatever platform it is that you have found me and are listening. This is up on all of the podcast platforms as well as available as a video on YouTube and Spotify. So if you would like to consume it in a different medium, you are more than welcome to find me all the places. Okay. Take a moment here to get yourself settled, and let's begin. Closing down your eyes and settling your body. Finding comfort right here, right now. And as you begin the process of turning inward, I invite you to begin checking in with your body and with yourself. Bring your awareness first down to your ribs, warming up these lungs that are going to allow you to have this transformative, restful, rejuvenating experience. Just begin to notice how they expand and contract. Noticing how your belly rises and falls. Connecting in to these smallest ribs right at the base of your rib cage. Feeling the stretch as you breathe in. And feeling the release as you exhale. With your next inhale, I invite you to shift your awareness from your ribs back up through your body to your mind. Noticing what's present here. Passing no judgment and creating no story about whatever it is you may find. Just noticing, allowing yourself to become aware with curiosity and compassion for whatever it is you find. And with your next inhale, shift your awareness again down into your throat. Noticing if your neck is stiff, needs to be adjusted, or if you feel any tightness in your vocal cords or the front of your throat. Becoming aware of the feel of the air flowing through, in and out. And with your next inhale, follow that breath with your awareness again from your throat down into your heart space. Perhaps bringing a hand to your heart if that would feel supportive, as you check in with this tender part of your system. noticing what is present and asking for your attention right now. Last time, we're going to ask you to shift your awareness, following that next breath through your system, mouth, throat, chest, heart, down into your belly. Becoming aware of the rise and fall. Continuing your journey in and connecting to these most primal parts of your system through solar plexus and sacral, and landing at the tip of your tailbone at your root. And when you're ready, I invite you to start circulating that active breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. That's it. You get to set the pace. You get to set the intensity. And perhaps here you can connect into the cycle of your breath, feeling the energy moving from head down the back of your throat, your spine, landing in your root with every inhale, and with every exhale it completes that cycle up through your belly, your chest, and back out your mouth. And as you continue to breathe, you notice that this system, this cycle, draws in more energy, more grounded, rooted energy. Perhaps you even notice that even as your energy increases, your sense of calm and steadiness increases as well. Your breath in and out. Brings steady energy. And you feel the worries and the spirals of your mind dropping away, being released on every exhale. invite you to get curious about where this grounded, steady feeling is strongest in your body. And if you can find any spot on your body that feels more stable, I invite you to sink into that spot. And rest there. As you continue to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and you settle into this cozy corner of your body and your energy. Allow yourself to send roots out from that part of your body, down through the surface that you're lying on, dropping like an anchor deep into the earth below you. Perhaps you know that as these roots grow, they begin to glow with a specific color, whatever color you notice, whatever color you want. But you notice this glowing energy flowing from the earth up through your roots and nourishing you as you breathe, as you rest. Feel this energy grow. Perhaps you even need to roll your shoulders open and create more space across your chest. Bringing your hand to your belly or your heart, as you just give yourself permission here to receive, to trust that this energy source you have tapped into is endless. You're not taking away from anyone else. You're not taking much, because there is literally no end. Breathe as deeply as you want. Rest. Staying with your active breathing here, in through the nose, out through the mouth, stitching them together so that inhale blends into exhale, blends into the next inhale. Allow yourself to be honest with the amount of rest you need right now. And claim it for yourself. This rest, this recharge is necessary so that you can continue to show up for yourself, your loved ones, and your community. Here in a moment, I'm going to invite you to take your last 2 active breaths. When you're ready, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Last one, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allow yourself to return back to your normal breathing. Allowing your system to settle. The last bits of wisdom to drop in. And as we begin to close out your practice here, I invite you to bring yourself fully into the energy of gratitude. First and foremost, being grateful to yourself and your body for doing the work that you've done here today. Remembering that rest is vital and necessary. Even before you do work, rest will come first. It's not something you have to earn through your hard work. Allowing yourself to start bringing in some gentle movement to fingers and toes. And as your body is waking up, I invite you to quickly rescan. Starting in your mind, checking in with your heart. Checking in to see what may have shifted. What has been released and what might be present now that wasn't there before. Continuing to add movement in when you're done with your body scan, perhaps rolling your wrists, ankles, stretching like or giving yourself a hug, bringing knees up to your chest. When you're ready, open your eyes and come back to the room around you.